Yeah, my people, check in. Good day, good morning to everybody. Bless upon yourself. You don't know the morning inside as here, Nicardo Media House. Bless upon yourself, yeah. Remember, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You understand? But today is all about the preview of the Reggae Boyz, and also I'm going to give my takes and more on Dexter Lembikisa as fans. Yeah, as fans giving their take, as fans criticizing the young reggae boy move from Wolverhampton to the League One outfit team Barnsley. You understand? But right after, I will come right into the video and talk about Dexter Lembikisa and preview the reggae boy game, the build up and what to come, the starting 11. You understand? My starting lineup, yeah, and I will do that. Look, the Dexter Lembikisa move, fans have questioned the loan move, in terms of I said it yesterday, this team is very strong in the fullback area, very, very strong. Yeah, probably if you ask me, the reason for Dexter Lembikisa move, they are probably need a little bit of backup area in that right back position. But when you look at the wing back area where Dexter Lembikisa want to play, this player have 7 assists. Okay, if this player have 7 assists, and look, I'm not the coach. I don't know what's the plan. Yeah, I don't know what's the plan surrounding this reggae boy player, Dexter Lembikisa. But I mean, the coach must know why him choose to get Dexter Lembikisa through the door. But fans have criticized the loan move for Dexter Lembikisa from Premier League coming down into League One. And I'm looking at it, he got loaned out in the Championship last season. He got loaned out, they recall him back in the January and get loaned out back in the SPL, which is the Scottish Premier League, to Hearts, and he played Championship football, move up into the Scottish Premier League, actually play Europe, a little bit of European football. So you say that's progress last season. No, he went to Switzerland, little bit after the season start in September. He got a recall, didn't materialize, or not even make 5 appearances. No, he's back in League One. Is this a downgrade of Dexter Lembikisa? I'd love to hear from you guys what you guys think. He have been playing a couple of games in the academy after a recall from Switzerland. Yeah, it's good for him to be playing senior men's football rather than academy football. They have no plans for him at Wolverhampton in the senior team, so it's best he go out and loan, which he did. But I just think wrong choice, wrong decision, you understand? But I mean, look, Dexter will have to fight for his game. Yeah, he will have to come in and fight for his game. This team is very loaded in the wing back department. So let's see what the coach have up his sleeve for Dexter Lembikisa. But listen to the young reggae boy speak, on his move. Yeah, the interview finally dropped. This is how he speak on his move to Wolverhampton and what he takes, and Jonathan Russell and the Reggae Boyz team.
Dexter, welcome to Oakwell. How does it feel to have signed for the Reds on loan until the end of the season?
It's good, man. Amazing. I'm happy to be here. Happy to try to play some games and improve the team however I can.
Yeah, and it's not your first experience, is it, in South Yorkshire? You played for Rotherham on loan in the Championship. You know what it requires to play in the Championship, and of course this season in League One. Just talk us through your previous spells on loan and what you've learned from them.
100%. I think going on loan, it builds your character a lot. Obviously you get to see how working in the team, competing for points, works every week. And obviously you understand the quickness of professional football and the league, playing with men. So you get to experience it a lot, and obviously being part of a team, you experience that part as well, so it's good.
And coming through at Wolves, I imagine you've had a fantastic education in your early footballing career. Premier League appearance, professional debut made in the EFL Cup. Some fantastic sort of learnings, I imagine, in your time there. Yeah,
definitely. I've enjoyed it, especially these past 2-3 years. Obviously, making my debut, playing more professional games. Obviously, that's the goal, to be in the professional game. So I've enjoyed the time so far. I just want to continue making positive steps forward.
For any Barnsley fans then that haven't seen you play, how would you describe your playing style and what do you bring to the pitch?
I would say quick. I'd say a lot of 1v1s, defending and attacking, and entertainment.
And you joined the club in a relatively strong position, still in the hunt for a top 6 place. Are you excited by the challenge of what is possibly to come?
100%. Of course, mine's definitely on promotion, but we just got to take it game by game and try and perform as best as we can. But it's definitely exciting to be in this position and to know where we can take it.
Yeah. And does it help that you've got people in the squad that you're familiar with, you've played with before, against? Does that help when you join a new club?
No, 100%. It helps, obviously, with settling in all right. And, of course, chemistry, playing with Jonathan Russell, Jacko, also knowing Georgie, so it's good.
Yeah, just a little bit on Jamaica, where you played with John. I imagine it's a fantastic sort of feeling to represent Jamaica a lot of times, considering how young you are.
Yeah, 100%. It's always an honour to go and represent your country, especially at a young age. It's just really a blessing, so, yeah.
Yeah, and just to finish the interview off, just give us a sort of sense, a little message to the fans. What are you hoping to achieve in these next few months with the Reds?
Fans, thank you for the support that is going to happen. Of course, we know we're pushing for promotion, so I'll try my best to help as much as I can. And yeah.
Yeah, so that's Dexter Lembikisa interview and what he takes and the move loaning from Wolverhampton in the Premier League to League One football. But yes, people, this is the time after here again. Look, let me just say this. Now I remember, let's pause the video and let's talk about it. Pick up the JFF. Yeah, things look well smooth and organized. The players them look really comfortable. Everybody is smiling. You understand? It's good to see, everything is looking well professional around the senior men's national team. Big up the JFF for that. But yes, look, it's this time of the year, it's this day of the year where the Reggae Boyz, the 2 unofficial games against our bitter Caribbean rival Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? But I mean, look, it's a game. You will say it's a practice game. Yeah, it's a friendly game. When you look at it, the coach will be looking at players. What I would love to see, though, I would love to see a little bit of a togetherness. I would love to see, what the coach really want from these players. I'd love to see a little bit of, not little bit, but I would want to see intensity in the gameplay, look a bit of urgency, trying to make things happen. Look, this is a very, very strong local team with a bit of mixture of US, players in it as well. This Trinidad team, it's a strong team as well. I think both squad, when you pick it back last year around this time, both squad, I think, a little bit stronger in all departments. Yeah, if you ask me, this squad, this local squad right now, I think it's a little bit stronger and how the players are performing locally in Jamaica, and especially a player in the USL as well, Malik Oil and Trinidad, have quite a few players playing locally in Jamaica at this moment. So the players will be used to, those Trinidad players as well, just as well. The Trinidad will be used to a lot of these Reggae Boyz players as well. But I mean, look, I heard Dwight York speak, in that press where they talk about, the build up, what they think about playing at the game against Jamaica. They're practically looking at the same thing. Steve McLaren and Dwight York is practically looking at the same thing, not trying to, overlook the local players, knowing that they will be a part of the squad, the proper senior squad that, the players that played overseas, they will be right amongst it as well. So, both teams practically doing the same thing, looking forward for the same thing as well. They have the same aims, so. But when you get into it, man, look, my starting lineup, for the game tomorrow will be, look, it's right up there on the screen. My starting lineup will be, I will go with Jamal Wade, to be honest. Look, you always want to go strong in the first game, set the tone, get a positive result, and so the team can feed off of that and bounce with that going into the second game and have that rhythm, have that confidence moving to the next game with a win from the first game. Jamal Wade in goal. I will go with Malik Oil, one of the best defender in through the USL champion last season. I will go with the man himself, yeah, and I think who will probably captain the team if it's not him or Jamal Away, Richard King, I will go with. Look, I love Fitzroy Cummings. Look, you have quite a few players in the selection pool of the defensive side. Player like Mings, player like I think it's Stephen Young from Portmore, but I will go with the partnership of Fitzroy Cummings and Richard King. Fitzroy Cummings a little bit of aggression on the football. Meanwhile, King will give it that calmness on the football. And I will go with Christopher Ainsworth, powerful runner with the ball, explosive down that left hand side. And I think it's the opposite from Malik Owil, a little bit someone that naturally, I don't know if naturally, but I should use, but he's playing centre half through the entire season in the USL. You understand? I know he can play right back. I think he play right back at Jamaica College, but he's not that more of an attacking threat going down that right hand side, just as how Ainsworth will do for the left hand side. So you want to have that balance. Look, the midfield, we'll go with Romeo Guthrie, player that very comfortable on the football, and I will go alongside him with Joshua Anglin with the double pivot, someone that will do a little bit of the dirty work, but can get on the ball, can be proactive and bring the game forward. But Guthrie will be that one that to settle the game, keep the rhythm, keep the game flowing, keep the midfield clean, make the ball ticking over, make sure the condition of the game is on his pace. He's like, he will be the conductor of the team I would more say like the engine, someone that will get this team rolling in the midfield and the balance alongside the attacking players. And look, and I will go with Tariq Magee in the number 10. Look, he's the best. He is the best creative player that we have. He's probably one of the best player in the squad. Why not go with him? Yes, might be a late addition. We know why, of many different reasons, but we know once he's local in Jamaica, he will get in the team as well. But I mean, Tariq Magee, will create, and I will go with Ronaldo Biggs, the player from Racing. I will go with Ronaldo Biggs on that right hand side. I will go with John Mara Calvin. Look, before I go to Calvin, Biggs, so many opportunities created for him in the Premier League. The end product is not there as yet as how we want it, but this player have experience playing outside of the JPL, playing in Europe, so I think Slovenia, so you have that experience. He's a very good player, 1v1, very good down that right hand side, throughout the JPL campaign. And I will go with Jalmar Calvin, player that 12 goals after campaign. I think, look, if you ask me, he's the most completed player in the JPL this season, and not just this season, but for the last couple of seasons. But this season, he's showing a different side of his game. Jalmar Calvin, so quick, so technical on the ball. His finishing is so clinical. He's ruthless in front of the box. I think because of Magee, I would put him in that number 10 if it wasn't for Tariq Magee. But he can play anywhere. Right across. The attacking third. The attacking third in his side. He can play anywhere, left, right, center, number 9, number 10, anywhere you put him, and you will get 10 out of 10. Almost literally every game. So he's a very good player. Will get the goals anywhere you put him, and his runs off the ball is immaculate. It's immaculate. He know how to time his run inside the box. He's such a intelligent player, and I'm going to get into that as well. But Warner Brown, a player, the leading goal scorer, coming off a decent hat-trick for a bitter rival in the West Kingston derby versus Tivoli and Arnett Garden. Look, another player that have exposure overseas in Europe, and I think he have the quality that deserve another opportunity to go outside of Jamaica to have that experience, get that exposure in Europe again. But I mean, if you ask me, man, he's one of the best number 9. But you have a player like Chanel, Choppy Thomas, in the team, Choppy, very good player, technical player. But when you have a Calvin, when you have a Tariq Magee, when you have a Guthrie, I don't think you need a Choppy to probably start in the team. You need more of a runners, players that will give those will give those players like I just called Maggie, the Godfrey, the Calvin, option on the ball when they get it. As I said, Calvin, the most completed player. He can pass, he can shoot, he can run, he's technical, he can dribble, he's explosive on the ball, so when you have creative bodies around him, around in that area, you don't really want too much players that will want to be on the ball. If Choppy play, who will make those sprinting behind the Trinidad backline, who will push the Trinidad backline a little bit deeper, and Warner Brown pace is off the ball movement is second to none. I think, if you ask me, that's why he's one of the best number 9 in the league. Only if he can work on that finishing. Is it that his finishing is there after that game that we witnessed, against, you say Tivoli Garden, at Stadium East a couple nights ago, but a very good squad. You have loads of players on the bench. Look, you have Robina Garden. You have Gabriel Irvin. Both players can step in both wing back position. You have player like, I should say, in the midfield, you have players like Demario Phillips can bring the energy. Daniel Green, someone that have been playing as a number 10 for Tapa Whitmore. In the JPL this season, you have Choppy can come off the bench. Choppy, I think he had like 10 or 11 goals of the season. So we have 3 players in the forward line that when you combine those players' goals in the JPL, it's 35 goals. Warner Brown on 13, Calvin on 12, and I think Choppy is on 10 goals of the season. That's 35. That's 35 goals between those 3 players. So goals is in the squad, assist is in the squad. It's only for Steve McLaren to get the rhythm, get the flow, understanding each players. As I'm seeing with different type of video clips circling around, late last night, Coach Moran Garden have to be showing, like he's showing Steve McLaren the list of players, identifying players. This is him, this is who, So I hope everything can really get settled, for tomorrow game, and McLaren can have an understanding. This is what we always said. Look, McLaren need to be on the ground more consistently so he can identify a talent for himself rather than someone is picking a talent for him. But I mean, look, man, this squad, even look at the center half position, you have Stephen Young, you have Sule Makala can play there, Kyle Ming is there. Look, we have quite a few players that, players I would love to see a high energy pressing game. We have so much depth in the squad in terms of quality playing locally. Press, energy, move the football quick through the line. Don't give your opponent any time to settle and reshape the defensive line, the defensive game. It's Trinidad. We at home. Let's teach them football. Let's play quick through the line. We want to see stuff that we want to see the senior, the overseas players, want them to do what we want them to do by playing quick through the lines, attacking football. Fullbacks are flying up the pitch. The tackles are flying in the midfield. We get it in people's face. Let's treat this game as if it's an official game. You want to get in that rhythm, and look, they said the way how you train, that's how you literally go out and play your games. So let this be a little pet peeve. Let this be a muscle memory. Your muscle will remember that, look, I'm playing in these unofficial games. Treat it like a World Cup qualifier. Treat it like, as if it's the game that they want 6 points to qualify for the next World Cup. And we want to get 3 points. We always want to be Trinidad, but I mean, boys, just go out there, man, enjoy yourself and just be positive. And play together, fight for each other. Try to cover every blade of grass. And remember one thing, when you represent the national team, pride, commitment, the passion. Make sure that, look, when you put that jersey on, you're fighting for the country. You're fighting for a nation of people. It doesn't matter what game it is. Let that be a muscle memory for the boys. These are the things that should be drilled in their head from at a younger age. Passion, the commitment, fight, yeah. Wear your heart upon your sleeve, knowing that this is the country that you're born in or wherever you from, yeah. But remember, man, this is Nicardo Media House, the Morning Insider. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bless upon yourself. See you guys match day. Yeah, man. See you guys at match day. We will do another talk again. What's around the game. Bless upon yourself. I'm out.